that.
All right.
So who would like to have their solo scenarios resolved first?
No, Robert's ready to do it.
Okay, Robert, you face Sir Swiftus once more in the pig pen. Do you choose any other method of battle, or will you go again with padded swords?
Yeah, Robert will go padded sword.
Again? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. He psychs himself up once more with his passion of family. Yep.
Does he make it?
Yes.
All right. Robert's
You?
gonna give his a shot. Yeah, Robert will try.
And he rolls another 20.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
All right, so the both of you are impassioned. He chooses to attack you normally with his sword. He crits.
All right. Oh, I didn't declare my action before you
Yeah,
did, but
I know.
Okay.
You're going to attack.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
It's your duel. It's not like you're going to stand there and defend the whole time.
Yeah.
You might do some clever combat tactics down the way, but not
I
yet.
crit as well.
Yeah, so you both roll 20s. You both have swords, so you both knock each other's swords away.
Okay. No, we know. Actually, does swords just not break against each other? I didn't know
Yes,
we
that's
knocked
what
them
happens.
away.
The swords fall away. They don't break.
Oh, they fall away. All right.
It goes like ching, and then they all go flying.
So he spends his round going and retrieving his sword. You do
Yeah,
that
so
as
do
well.
I.
Okay, the next round, he declares he's attacking you.
So do I. Ah,
Okay, he hits.
Fauna!
All right, you succeed
That's
over
a
his.
crit.
No.
That's a crit, actually.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
I'm just gonna roll a 6d6.
He has a plus 10 to his
so for
rolls.
half damage. Yeah. He got a I think 11.
Yep.
Yeah.
He has a 16 armor plus shield. So you're going to need to deal more than that with your half damage.
Holy shit.
Wow, you almost
What's
rolled
the
max
size?
damage there, son.
Yeah. What's his size?
Yeah. So, how much damage did you deal to him? 13 points? You knock
No,
his
this
ass
is-
down. Because you see, you're dealing the full damage. You're dealing
Yeah.
the 12d6. So you easily hit him with a blow hard enough to knock him to the ground. Knocking his helmet off. He falls stupidly. He now has a scar on his face sideways, and he says, well fought, Sir Robert. You are perhaps more... And he starts throwing up all over the place. It's clear that he's taken a concussion to the head.
Can I first aid him?
You can. Your wife comes and chirurgeries him as well.
So Robert gives him first aid.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll roll it. D3. Okay. Roll,
You sure you don't want to
Your
take
wife
20
is
up?
like, Robert, come now. We cannot give him first aid in the pig shit. Would not the wound get infected, would you?
Robert
Do not
dragged.
care for my brothers.
Shit. Well fought, sir. Well, I forgot his name. Hang on. Sir Swifties.
That should be an option. You automatically critically fumble whenever you.
Yeah.
So Swiftus leaves that very night and departs for Earl Roderick's retinue, where he will continue to live as an unlanded knight.
Can
Earl
Robert speak with
Roderick's
him?
expense rather than yours.
Can Robert speak with him before he leaves?
Yes, of course.
So Robert lets him know that he said, "You fought well. You have great talent. You shall be a great knight. I hold no grudge against thee in my heart. You are like a brother to me.
So
I hope that
Swiftus
we shall
says,
fight." Yeah.
If only you were a Christian knight, sir. I could hold you as a brother, but for that. And then Clarissa the Fair walks over and hits him on the head right where his scar is. And he's like, ow! Ah, son of a whore!
I said, "I hope that we shall fight side by side on the battlefield. If not for religion, then for our Lord."
He says, I would be honored to fight beside you on the battlefield, Sir Robert. Now I must go.
Yeah.
And he gets his horse, which is little more than a sumpter, and begins riding slowly toward Castle Sarum. Eric, I think your radiator's going nuts again.
Yeah.
Let's do Sasha. Sasha. Crosier of the Green Halls shows up. He's looking pretty worse for wear. Apparently he lost 3 fingers in the battles of the Frankish.
Oh, quick thing. Rob, Arthur, do I get a check for family, the passion?
Yes, you do. And you also will get one for sword for critting.
Okay.
Look, Mr. Crosier of the Green Halls. Frankly...
That's Sir Crosier. Sir Crosier.
Sir Crosier of the Green Halls. We really... I mean... I don't know what Dobbin did to you, but I can only imagine that he did something quite rude. I mean, the boy was always suspicious of everything. You could be eating with a fork and he'd be eyeing it because he thinks you're going to stab him. So, could you just accept... I'm going to try a courtesy roll to perhaps dissuade him, offering him to stay at my place for a few nights and experience the hospitality I can offer to him.
Okay.
As an apology for whatever he did, could I use a passion for hospitality on my courtesy?
Do you have such a passion?
It's passion hospitality.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Because it's one of the passions, right?
Yes,
Honor
I
and
think
loyalty.
so.
Yeah. It's my highest passion. I don't want to be just.
It's not one I've heard often used. I guess this is the.
I don't want to be rude to people. I don't like
yeah.
conflict.
You certainly can offer him such. Make what kind of role would be used here to convince him?
I was trying to ask for courtesy for apologizing, basically.
Courtesy or rape, maybe.
No, courtesy definitely. Yeah, courtesy. I'm feeling it. That would be a critical for you.
So I'm really sorry about it. Just stay over for a few days. We'll talk it over, and maybe we'll laugh at this in the end and become friends rather than enemies because of whatever Dalbin did.
So
God knows his brother was no better.
Give yourself a check in hospitality and a check in courtesy. And over the next few days, he kind of breaks down, starts crying about how with his right hand losing 3 fingers, he basically can't be a knight anymore. He trained with the sword right-handed. It's going to be a hard life for him. He so appreciates your wife's fine cooking, as he is not married. Does she have a sister?
Well,
kind of stuff.
I'll check for you. It's she doesn't.
She doesn't have a sister, but someone else has a supply of women who need marrying.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
If you wait a year or so, I'll ask around and see if I can help you out with that. Just because you lost 3 fingers and can't really fight anymore doesn't mean you aren't any more a knight than you used to be. They'll remember you for what you did, not for what you are now.
He says, perhaps it is that way in... I'm sorry.
Salisbury.
Perhaps it is that way in Salisbury, but not in Silchester. There, we fight for survival. We've got to be the ruler of them all.
Yeah, well...
Because here we are, the kings of the universe.
Not trying to conscript you, but if your family ever has some dire need, I don't have much to offer, but I'll always try.
Sorry, that's Princes of the Universe. Where I get a bunch of emails about how I don't know Queen songs.
All right, I didn't have to fight. I think that went well.
Yeah, that did good. It went fantastic.
I didn't have to use my 66 damage, 15 sword skill, and 41 health.
Checks out of it too. Sir Relius.
Yes.
You wish to still engage in combat with Sir Litus? Sir Lilax, the Undisputed.
When he arrives, I will certainly attempt to convince him based on the fact that he was bound to me by blood through marriage, and that nothing untoward has happened through my actions before or since. And that Honor's death was a tragedy for us both, but should he feel the need to persist, I will meet him on any field of battle.
Okay. Make, I'm thinking courtesy, perhaps?
All right.
Or orate. I'm not really sure which one you're kind of angling for.
I'll do orate. It sounds like I've had time to prepare a speech on the subject.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, make it. Yes.
Sir Lilacs, the undisputed. Okay. Sir Lilacs will make a roll versus his vengeful. He will succeed. He will make his counter roll. And fail. So he demands immediate satisfaction.
Very well.
Just too vengeful.
If you cannot be persuaded by reason, I will meet you on the field of battle.
Okay, so he will call upon his loyalty of family to aid him in this fight, which he will succeed at. And let's see, he's the challenger, so he offers naked steel, armed and armored. Where would you like to defend your honor at?
Oh, the location?
Yep, you get to choose the location.
Let's play somewhere suitably dramatic. By in the fields in the back of my manor, where I have erected a grand gravestone and monument to honors memory.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Holy
yeah.
shit. You're gonna fight him over his sister's grave.
Well, in the field by it, within sight.
Yeah, sure. You're a sick man. Okay. He is impassioned and now suitably embittered. What would you like to do?
I mean, he is impassioned. I will roll honor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Let's see if my streak of continuously failing these continues. I don't think I have yet past one, so let's see how this goes.
Ooh.
You're going to lose a point of honor immediately, and you take a -5 for the rest of the battle.
Why do I even do this? I don't think I've succeeded a single passion roll. I mean,
because
seriously.
you're so good at Pathfinder that you're terrible at Pendragon.
Your rolls are too
defending,
high.
man. Just keep defending.
So
Defend
Ian's
until he
choice
is
is to
awesome.
berserk. I don't know what you would like to do.
God, I'm so
Try
screwed.
and knock him down, man. Knock him down if you can. If you knock him off his feet, then he can't
So what's the roll to do that?
attack.
Well,
him.
if you hit him hard enough.
Oh, come on. That's grapple. You'd be fighting unarmed. But you're going to lose another point of honor by doing that.
Just use your sword, knock him. But if you knock him down and attack,
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you succeeded on an attack and knocked him down, yeah, that'd be fine.
Well, I'm just gonna have to use my sword.
Okay.
come on.
Are you
really?
you're taking an unopposed attack against him then while he's
Yeah.
berserking?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because if you don't stop him in this one attack, he's going to get a +20 on his.
Because he's impassioned.
He's auto crit. He's gonna auto
Why
crit.
is he plus 20?
He's impassioned, and he's gonna berserk.
impassioned plus berserking.
He's gonna auto crit
So his
basically.
skill right now is a 39.
Wait, can I berserk against him?
Yes,
And-
but then it's just going to be you both get +10s. There's no
Which-
free attack when you're both berserking.
So I have the choice between double attack or
Plus 10 on 1.
Yep.
you know what? I'll double attack. We'll see how this goes.
No reason to
Someone's
attack
saying,
him in
"Hey,
range.
Anosh, my boy. I don't know if you know this guy, Josh W1415.
Ooh,
No.
crit.
What's he saying?
Oh,
Crit on the first one.
Oh, shit! Yeah.
Success on the second.
No, just the first. We're just gonna go with the first one now before.
All right.
Go ahead and roll that damage. See if you can first blood him. You will. So he charges at you like a freaking wild man, and
For
he looks
honor.
ready. His blow is like massive. it's clear that I just want to see what would happen if it was going to land. Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely would have critted you.
So, should I roll the second?
No. You're gonna first blood him easily, and you're going to. His size is 14. You're not going to immediately knock him down.
Oh,
But it won't matter
almost,
because
man.
you did
One more
first
damage.
blood. He keeps his feet. You also deal him a major wound in the process. So, like, you hit him in the... I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about, Final Fantasy VIII, where in the opening cutscene, the guy gets cut on his face. There's a spray of blood everywhere. You cut Sir Lilacs in the face, and he falls to the ground on one knee and says, they shall no longer call me Sir Lilacs the Undisputed. Very well. By the actions today, God has decided that you are the victor, Sir Aurelius. You have shown that you are more honorable, perhaps. And in the process, he also becomes disheartened, just like you, because he took a passion roll and failed. So let's see what happens to you with your passion. I think things are going to get nasty, like they normally do when you fail passions horribly.
Like I do every single time I use them?
Failure. You are disheartened. Are you still married? Yeah, you are. So your wife.
I am married and I have the 4 sisters around, yeah.
Yeah, your wife just leads you around for a couple of weeks during the fall and winter phases. You don't have to have anybody beat you up to snap you out of it.
Alright, well, honestly that makes sense. I'm thinking to myself about how could I have turned my blade against my brother like that, and how these compounding tragedies, why has God sent them upon me?
You do have a dramatic life, man, compared to everybody else.
Fucking honor.
A hard life.
I think honor hates me.
Yeah, I think so too.
I originally had, I think, a 19 in honor. I'm a 15 now. I mean, think about that. I had a 19, and I have failed 4 rolls on honor.
How do you have a 15 in honor, though? You don't lose it just by...
Every time you fail a passion, you lose a point.
Oh, I thought only when you crit fail.
Nope.
Okay.
Just when you regular fail. Have you guys not been taking them off?
I haven't failed
saying
it
it
yet.
every time.
He tells us
only
to when we do.
I
My
only
honor
crit
was
failed
going
once.
down with Rook.
I've lost honor, yeah.
So let's do experience rolls for 488.
Right.
Okay.
So any
first.
honor out of that experience?
You won't get any honor out of it. You will get 50 glory, but that's divided by 10 for... Oh, no, you guys were using bladed weapons, so yeah, you get the full 50 glory.
All right.
I think that puts him above me, actually.
No.
Well, let's wait for end
So,
of year, because things will
and
start swinging.
oh, and I critted on the sword, so that's nice.
Yep, you get to check there.
Yeah, I don't make either of mine.
Neither do I. Which is unfortunate, because those are two of my favorites.
Your ore rate continues to steadily rise, I see.
All right, and I did
Age
not
31.
crit on the sword.
Everyone got all of their checks out of the way?
One more.
Okay.
Yeah, darn.
Alright, let's see here. Part 3. Aging. Did anyone reach 35?
No, not yet.
Nope.
Thank
Right?
God.
Advance yourself 1 year and advance your squires 1 year. And your wives and children. Advance everybody 1 year. Economic circumstances. The weather this year. 2d20. The weather is a failure.
Yes, John, be rich. Come on.
First time, I think. Let's go with
Let's
Sir
see.
Robert. We normally
Do we
start.
modify the wife skills before this, or
No, that's
Okay.
no, that's
After?
step 7.
After. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, Sir Robert, you're up first on the harvest table.
Come on the harvest table. Come on, Clarissa. Yes.
Okay, success plus failure equals you are a rich knight this year.
Woohoo. I'll live as a regular one though.
Okay, so let me find rich knight.
9, I believe.
Yeah, the problem is I don't remember how much rich knights make.
9.
9, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it's
you'll
6, 9,
pocket.
12.
You're
Yeah.
gonna pocket 3 out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Sir Aurelius.
Success.
Okay, you also will live as a rich knight. It has been a particularly bountiful year in Salisbury. No fighting, no Saxons.
Well,
Everyone
little
brings
fighting.
back stuff from the Franks. It seems as if God has blessed the country this year. Will you live richly, Sir Aurelius?
No, because I have people to pay for.
Got mouths to feed.
Yeah.
Very well. You're gonna live like a normal knight and pocket the 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Sir Sasha,
All right.
you too will live like a rich knight. In a
No,
good
I will
year,
not
there-
live like a rich knight.
You're also gonna live like a normal knight and pocket
I'm not-
the 3.
I'm not one to live like that.
Such modest knights. All right, so each of you will gain 6 glory from your 6 spending and pocket the 3. None of you will get any bonuses to child survival or childbirth as a result of your choices. Your clothing is maintained by the Earl, who comes around and gives you new noble suits, and asks the 3 of you if you have any requests for this year. Do you need anything from him?
So, quick out of character question.
Yes.
Would efforts to marry off the
They're
sisters?
not yours to marry off, right? Because they're still they're still the daughters of Sir Lyris.
Okay.
He just wants to make sure that they're taken care of while he's doing business for the church.
Okay. Got
Okay,
it.
you can ask the Lord to find them to see if
It
like
would
you know.
it
So-
would be Sir Lyris who did such a thing.
Oh,
Right.
okay. So
I
that
wanted
was-
to find
okay.
out whether or not that would be against the spirit of. He would be insulted by my efforts there.
Sir
I think
Lyris
he
is
gets it.
certainly looking for such things for his daughters.
So, I don't think I have any particular requests this year, other than
Sir Robert?
No. He just talks to Earl Roderick and says, it has been a less interesting year, though. I hope the next year my lord will allow us to seek battle and glory.
He
That's
says,
it. He doesn't ask for anything.
Sir Robert, my wife speaks well of you. She says that your wife is very entertaining. She tells many a fairy tale about the time that she slew a Saxon 2 years ago. Or was it 3?
3 winters ago she claimed she slew a Saxon. I know not if she truly did, though. At first, I thought it a tall tale, but as I have come to know her, she is quite a formidable woman.
He says, ah, women. And then he just turns around and walks away.
Yeah.
Seconds later, he arrives at Sir Sasha's manor through the magic of cinematics. Sir Sasha, have you any requests for Earl Roderick?
Oh, none this year, my lord. Thank the time.
You guys get a free whatever you want from Earl Roderick. You guys are just like, nope. Don't want anything.
You can ask. I could ask for a charger, but that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, that would be ridiculous.
It might be
That
a little
sounds
bit
like- yeah.
beyond our area, but I do owe a favor to a man who my family wronged, and recently he's been requesting a wife. But of course, he is of the greenhouse.
He says, my God, you are asking me to marry someone from Silchester to one of our fine Salisbury ladies?
No, just mentioning that I owe that man a favor.
Says,
It's always good to settle a dispute without
as your
bloodshed.
liege lord, I will take this favor off of your debt. I will find a proper wife, a proper, good Salisbury Christian wife for this brochure of the
Thank you, my
greenhouse.
lord.
All right.
Actually,
You gain a
Robert just
check
thought of something.
next year to courtesy.
Nice. Robert thought of something actually. That
He's
he
got
didn't
someone
know.
else to wife.
Once you guys finish.
Here's the reason: a charger would be fine for everybody, but you, Robert. The problem
Yeah.
is, he just had to pay £18.
Yeah,
for
no.
this. He could have bought
so-
like 4 or 5 chargers for that much money.
Oh, but charge is £20, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
could
it's
have
not-
bought a charger for what he paid for
Yeah.
you, so
He paid, but I paid off most of it.
paid most
man.
of it, but he had to pay it up front. So, you
Yeah,
know, like he had to
£13,
pay it
man.
up front, and then you came home and then paid him back.
Yeah, so I'll do 2 things. One, I will pay him £3 this year,
Ah, okay.
which I had promised him to redeem the entire debt.
Ah, he was
which
very
I think-
glad to see it.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Aurelius has a request once
See, now the
Sir Robert has
And-
done.
So Robert pays £3 to old Roderick, and he says that, my lord, should I come upon any more money, I would discharge the entirety of my debt. And
He
he's,
says,
so he's
"You
paid
owe
off-
me not but £2, and I would not that £2 stand between us, Sir Robert. Our debt is resolved."
My lord, I have one favor to ask of you this year, though.
Indeed.
Sir Swiftius, he's my brother
Yes.
through my wife. He has taken up service with you, my lord, and he resides.
Yes. Sir Swiftus used to be a member of my halls for many years before he decided to move in with you and your wife.
My lord,
It's
I
not a
have one-
surprise to see him back. I look forward to seeing his 3 brothers rejoin him over the next few years as you continue to beat their asses.
I shall endeavor to do that, to do so and earn their respect. And my lord, as he departed, I noticed that his steed was not one at a knight of his caliber.
He says,
That
"Indeed, I shall bestow upon him a rouncy in your name, Sir Robert. It is
I'm
good that you watch out for the lesser knights, especially ones of your household.
It is our
Perhaps soon
duty
the
as
Saxons
brothers.
may reach this far inland, and we will need all that we can to defend with.
God willing, that day shall never come.
God
We
willing.
shall beat those scoundrels back.
You don't think it's weird that a pagan just said God willing?
Yeah, God's willing.
Oh, God's willing. He says, yes, God willing.
Yeah.
Make the sign
So-
of the cross. Sir Aurelius, you have a request? So, for some reason, Earl Roderick comes back to your mansion house.
Yes. Yes, my lord. So, it concerns Sir Robert. During his madness, I noted that while Sir Robert is a good man in many things, he is sadly not of the Christian faith. But strangely, I noticed that he came back with a relic from his time of madness.
Roderick says, yes, the spear that pierced the thigh of Jesus Christ. Many thought it lost. No one has seen it since Sir Robert brought it back. I have been waiting all year for an unveiling of it, but he has not offered it. Perhaps because it is such a sacred and holy relic.
My lord, I ask of you that you may give me some funds that I may purchase the item from Sir Robert and dedicate it to the church in your castle.
He says, I will offer £3 to Sir Robert in your name, so that it may be properly bestowed in Vagon Castle.
I will let him know of your offer, sir.
Okay. Sir Robert, will you take such an offer for this spear?
Well, he assembles when Aurelius comes in, and he speaks with Menagius, Rheanius, and Beoncius, and he says, "Just come to my attention that this spear is a relic of your God Jesus Christ, and a most worthy one. I know we are not of the same religion, but I have no enmity towards you. If this relic is such of great value to you, then I offer it freely as a gift."
Okay, so they look over the spear real
Of
quick.
brotherly love.
One of them says, Dionysius looks over it and says, I am no learned scholar, brother, but this is clearly not the spear of Longinus. I will say that blood does appear to contain holy and mystic powers, but this is not the weapon that you may have claimed it to be. I believe that may in fact be the blood of Joseph of Arimathea.
Robert has no idea what he's talking about.
Okay.
Well,
It's
if
a holy
I am
artifact,
present,
but it's not as holy as it could have been.
Okay.
It comes from the bloodline of Jesus, but not his actual blood.
yes,
Okay.
I will certainly.
Well, so Robert doesn't know.
Okay. All right.
So,
You
yeah,
freely
he's
offer
generous.
the weapon.
Yeah.
You,
And he's also generous, so he does it.
Yeah, you'll get a check in generous for this. Next
And he
year.
knows that. That's all right.
And yes, the weapon is mounted in the British Christian church in Castle Vagon, where it is well appreciated as a spear with the blood of Joseph of Arimathea from the bandage wrapped around it.
Is there a relevant check for Aurelius?
Interesting. What would you say that... I would say orate, but I don't think that really came into play there.
He didn't buy it himself, right?
I would
Yeah.
say spiritual, perhaps.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Yep.
Or maybe even a religious, not skill trait. Like, I know it wasn't like, if he wants that. A religion.
No, I'll accept spiritual. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
You were doing it on behalf. And also
Yeah.
gain a directed trait, Aurelius, +3 love of God. So anytime you make a roll involving God, you gain a +3 on your skill.
Nice.
Okay. How do I edit this directed trait? That's annoying.
I don't.
In
Because they
traits.
only have a list of ones.
You
Yeah,
might
so
want to
you-
put it in notes.
Yeah, I think
No,
I'm going to
you-
have to put it in notes.
How you can do it actually is you go to traits, you add directed trait,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a list. You go to love on that list. Is there love there?
There isn't love on there.
Oh yeah, because it's not one of the regular. I don't know. Well,
All right, I'll just
yeah.
put it in notes. So +3, you said?
Well, in target you can just write +3 if you want, though. Where it says you can type it in.
Yeah, I've got it.
Okay.
Typed in. Fine.
So let's do the family roles. Everyone's already married.
Yep.
Is anyone keeping any women this year?
Yeah.
Anyone else?
Nope.
Sir Sasha?
No,
Okay.
I assume that means extra women.
Yes, you have to pay £1, and the woman accompanies you through the year to have children with.
Just the wife.
Okay, all right. All of you, if you would like, can make a d20 roll for each woman that you have capped and your wife. Although I'm guessing Sir Aurelius will once again choose to remain faithful to his wife.
That he will.
A 15, a child is born. Aurelius, no children. And Sir Robert, a child is born, but Clarissa the Fair dies in childbirth.
No.
Her death is widely mourned across the county as she was regarded as the Saxon Slayer.
No.
She may not have been as famous, but she was well liked. Many of the noble women from across the county come to mourn her death. She is
Can
given...
Robert just be depressed? Oh man, Robert's actually really sad about this.
Duke Brastius, and King Uther arrive for the funeral and bestow upon her the Order of the Hatchet,
No.
which means that all of the women in your family line from here on out also fall under the category of primogeniture. So they are all capable of becoming knights as well.
Okay. Wow.
So mark that down, that your family line has gained Order of the Hatchet.
I forget. Our fathers were not given names, right?
No. Your fathers could have names if you'd like. You can just make one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one for mine.
Okay. Let us do child survival rolls. Everyone that has children, roll d20 for each one. Sir Aurelius, I have the sad duty to report. How old is she? Rowena is 3 years old.
Yeah.
In her 3rd year, the winter was perhaps too harsh, and she passed.
Well, that's depressing.
Actually, do you have to roll for a new child that's just born?
Yes.
Okay, that was mine then, which is bad.
Yep, your child is ill but lives. So, Robert,
And-
though you grieve through the year, your children are fine, although one of them is ill.
Now I understand why people resort to the kept women, because
Yes, now you
how in the world do
understand.
people...
What is the roll to see if it's male or female?
It's a d6, right? And then it's either odd or even. D6, odd is female, even is male.
Boy.
You have a nice male heir to carry on your line, sir.
I never worried about this before, but now that I see him, kind of brings a tear to my eye.
All right, everyone roll a d20 for family events. I mark down here in my history, of course, that Sir Aurelius's daughter,
Oh God.
her name was Rowena, has died. Sir Robert's wife, Clarissa the Fair, has died and been granted the Order of the Hatchet. Okay, and you had a child, Sir Sasha?
Yes,
What
I
was his
did.
name?
Give me a little bit to name it,
Okay.
I think. I need some time.
All right, and for everyone that rolled a d20, please roll it again.
For
I floated a roll for
Except
the
for you,
child.
Sir Sasha, nothing
Okay.
happened.
I had a child though, right? The child survived.
Yep.
Or did?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
child
So
survived.
let me roll. I didn't roll for the gender of the child. Hang on.
Yep, go ahead.
Oh,
Robert.
I have a daughter.
Excellent. She reminds you.
I
just
shall
like
name her
mother.
Clarissa
Of course.
after her mother.
Aurelius, you have a marriage in the family. It was your grandfather. Nope, roll again. Grandpa's dead. It was your brother. You have a brother that's not already married?
Don't think so.
Roll again.
Sister-in-law, sister-in-law.
It was your sister.
Sister-in-laws count there, right?
Sure, we can say one of your sister-in-laws. Sir Robert, what was your child?
My first child, the one I
No,
had
your
this year,
current child that you just had.
a daughter named Clarissa.
And a daughter named Clarissa. Just think you can marry her off to some other player's child. Perhaps you will marry her to Sermon's heir, and then you will unite your houses. We'll have some Game of Thrones shit going on.
Yeah.
Sir Robert, you will need to roll another d20.
Yeah. Sorry.
You had a death in your family, Sir Robert, and it
was
was
it?
your cousin.
Cousins been dying every year.
Yeah, they're going down left and right, friend.
Given the problem with procreation in this world, I'm amazed that we have this many cousins to die.
Oh, there are many cousins. Trust me. Family trees extend far and wide. Okay, we've gone super long. Like, we're 15 minutes past when we should be taking a break. So let me mark down some times here. For those watching, I'm going to post the info about a form. If you would like to see games in the future, please fill out this form. It's in the Twitch chat. It will also be in the YouTube video descriptions for all of these videos. Be active for 3 weeks, and this is February 2015. Let's throw up BRB. So please follow, like, and subscribe, no matter which format you're watching us on. And of course, we have shows Tuesday, Thursday, alternating Fridays, Saturday, and Sunday. And these are all at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be back in probably slightly longer than normal. Let me think here. You guys think 6-7 minutes is good?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm on a family tree maker. I'm starting to make them all. Like I'm just gonna throw them on because I'm kind of curious now. I want to see where it is.
This game does things to people's minds. Now you're like, I want to know. I want to know about my family.
How many brothers do? How many uncles do I have?
Infinite. All right. 00FF. Oh no, sorry. 0FF00. Boom. And hashtag that. Boom, boom. Uh-oh. I'm messing everything up. Okay, let's make sure this works. Good. We'll be back in about 4.5 minutes, guys. Maybe a little longer. Thank you for joining us.